Hey everyone, this week I'm going to be talking about a little bit about SQL and specifically SQL joins. SQL stands for a structured query language, which is an integral part of today's world in terms of managing databases and updating controls and manipulating data and getting data from databases that companies far and wide use today. I really think SQL is a very important piece of information that I feel everyone should know, or at least have a basic understanding. So I'm going to walk you through something in particular that I particularly struggled with in my past, which are SQL joins. Let's begin by giving a brief overview of what SQL is. SQL is a database that consists of tables, and in those tables are primary keys that uniquely identify each table, as well as foreign keys that are primary keys in other tables that make relationships among these tables to make proper and useful queries. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about joins. What are joins? SQL joins are used to connect two different tables in a database for a query. There are many examples, but we'll go into four, for example. So the four I'll talk with you today are the inner join, the left join, the right join, and the full join. So let's say in our database, we have these two tables, for example. We have the player table and the team table. As you can see in the player table, the player ID is the primary key, which uniquely identifies each record. And in the team table, the team ID is the primary key, and the player ID is a foreign key that references the player table from that key. So getting into SQL, let's start with an inner join. In SQL, it's very common to use the select, from, and there's other statements like where, inner join, outer join, left, right join, on, order by, many different statements, but mostly we'll use select and from as most people in SQL use. So in this case, we're going to use a select statement where we select first, last name, position 1, and team name from the player table. And this is where the inner join comes in. The inner join matches records that match what the on statement says. So the on statement, where it says player table dot player ID, that's how you reference a column in a table. You use a period and then the column name, equals team table 2019 dot player ID. Therefore, the resulting table will give you these four records because they match both the left and the right table. The best way to reference left and right table in your from statement. Whatever table you reference in your from statement usually is your left table. And then the inner join or outer join, left join, right join is your right table. Continuing on to a left join. Again, we select the same columns from the player table. This time a left join, team table 2019 on, player table equaling the player ID, equaling the team table of the player ID. So in this case, all records from the left table will be displayed, regardless if there's a record that matches it in the right table. As you can see, both Chase Headley and Hot Dog Sandwich don't have a team name tied to them, therefore the team name is considered null. Continuing the right join, as you can see in the diagram above, this will select all records in the right table, regardless if there's a match in the left table. So as you can see, the select is still the same from, then we say right join, team table 2019 on player table equals player ID equals team table dot player ID. Therefore, All records in the team name table, Angels, Athletics, Cardinals, Dodgers, Mets, Rays, and Twins, will be displayed regardless if there's a player tied to it. As you can see, there are 3 null situations. The full join, as referenced in the picture above, returns all records regardless if there is a match. So, looking at the statement, it still remains the same, except we say full join. The from statement, player table, refers to the left table. The full join of the team table 2019, right table. It returns all records regardless if they're matching. So, as you can see, Chase Headley hot dog sandwich, null because they don't have a team. Cardinals, Dodgers, Mets, null because there's no player tied to that team. So remember, when using joins, in your from statement, that is your left table. The table that you reference in your from statement is your left table. Join after your join statement, whether it be inner, left, right, full, outer, there's various types of joins and different databases. That will be your right table, whatever table you reference. There are many different forms of SQL, such as MySQL, SQL Server, NoSQL, which is actually used more for mobile applications nowadays. Oracle uses SQL in their databases, so on and so forth. So there's really a lot to learn in SQL databases, and I'll give you a website below that helped me a little bit with SQL.